Ego Dre, but you can call me Dre. And today I'm here with, honestly, I don't really think he needs an introduction, but go ahead and introduce yourself, my man.
It's Joseph Rodriguez here.
Yeah. And what did you do today?
I won LA Regional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Pretty sick.
Yeah. Oh boy. Hey man, I'm proud to be on a team with you. Shout out to your team, obviously. Go ahead and let them know.
Top Choice Gaming.
Yeah, all of your shout outs. Head up with all your shout outs. We can get into your deck profile, my man.
Top Choice Gaming, amazing team. All the teammates on there, amazing people. They're super good. Testing, they get the job done.
Cool.
Shout out everyone on there.
All right, let's let them know what you played today, and let's go ahead and get into it, my man.
Yeah, I played Punk Tearlament today with the Sprite Elf and Gigantic Sprite. I also played like a swap package to make Toad. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, but I'll go over the list real quick. So to start off, it's gonna be the Tearlament cards. The first is 3 Meryl. This card's insane with the kit. It makes mill 8, and that's just really good for the engine. Hovness, the hand chop of the deck, really good if you can hit. Honestly, I got lucky a few times. I'm not gonna lie. Then there's Sharon. Sharon's probably one of the best ones, personally, I think, just because it turns any monster into mill 3 with itself and another monster. Then we have 2 Rhino Heart. Most people play 3. It's a really good one. It's a 1-card fusion, which is really good, except I play a lot of normal summons in my deck. I play Yaman and Swap, so I had to cut this down to 2.
Don't want to be too clunky.
Yep. And then for the Punk package, it was 3 Foxy. I found utilizing Foxy to trigger the Tearlament cards was really good, just because it's not cost to send the card you're discarding, and so it triggers all the Tearlaments. And then 2 Yaman. I could play 3 of this card. The combo that you get with this card is insane, but I didn't want to run into too many normal summons, and I wanted to have a mixture of hands of Tearlaments and Punks and stuff like that. And then the last one, just have to play it. It's insane. Makes a Chaotic Ruler, brings back the Yaman, Fiber plays. It's what the deck needed. What the Punks were missing. And then we're going to have 2 Swap and 1 Ronin. This is just a Frog package. You usually want to mill a Swap and then try to Elf back the Swap, dump the Ronin, and eventually get back into your plays. Meryl is also an Aqua, so if you have this and Meryl on board, you can make Toad. And Elf reviving Toad is broken, as we see from Sprite doing it. And for the Danger package, a lot of packages in this deck. It's just, all the good stuff of the meta. So we have 3 Nessie, 1 Jackalope, 1 Tsuchinoko. This is the best one because it's an Aqua and lets you draw. These ones you just need to have for searches off the Nessie itself. And they extend every time. They don't miss, basically, even when you hit them, they're a body. And the last 2 one-of monsters are going to be the Snow, the best card. Honestly, the deck, we're just trying to get to this card. Every time we mill, we're just trying to get this.
Yeah, that's honestly shouldn't have been taken off. That thing's crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, this card's insane. With Curious and all this mill stuff, they knew what they were doing. Yeah. And then the Shinobi Necro, this is just part of the Punk package. When you go into Chaotic Ruler, you need to Fiber this card out. And then you banish it for Chaotic Ruler, and it summons itself back. And then I didn't want to play hand traps today just because I didn't think they were that good. I feel like they're -1s from the hand, and if you don't have the right combination of cards, you can't break the board anyway. So I'd rather not minus my hand. So I played Board Breakers. I played 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Super Poly. Pretty standard for Tearlament. I feel like Super Poly's been really good. Dark Ruler honestly wasn't as good throughout the day. I just felt like a lot of people were putting up boards that were not all immediately there. They would Solic their Kaleido Hearts back, or Hoffness, a lot of Tearlament. So Dark Ruler was decent in times, but didn't come up insanely. The next broken card, Emergency Teleport. Summon the Yaman from deck, start your full combo. It's broken because you have Swap and Rhino Hearts and normal summon still, the Meryl's, everything. Just gives your deck some free extension. And then all these cards are really good. This one searches any Tearlament and then pops cards on the field. It's insane. Play 3 of it, and the 1 Terraforming to search it. And then I have Foolish Burial and Instant Fusion. These cards are both really good. This can help with all 3 of the engines. Not as much as the Punk, but sometimes if you have a Deerno on board, you can Foolish the Z and then link away the Deerno and get it back. So it does work. And Instant Fusion is just that god card right now.
Let them know what you did with it the last round.
Oh yeah, last round, the first card I drew after winning die roll was Instant Fusion. I just stood there and looked at it.
Yeah. You just pick it up and you realize, I think I just won the regional.
Yeah, maybe. And then I won Tearlament Solic just because I didn't like the idea of playing 2. Metal Nose is not good. And Solic is just, even if you mill it, adding the card off of it is free enough. You're usually adding Hawkness, which gives you the same kind of like follow-up play that Solic gives you itself by being a trap card and like allowing you to fuse. For the extra deck, we played 2 synchros. Gonna be these 2. They like combo into each other most of the time, and then you can make it with like Nessie and Xiamen if you want to. Sometimes that just comes up randomly when they like imperm the Xiamen and you just summon a danger randomly. The 3 XYZs are gonna be Gigantic Sprite, totally awesome, and Abyss Dweller. A lot of the Tearlament decks aren't playing this. I just find it really good to go for the Toad play. And, Dweller is just really strong in this format. I didn't want to play Redoer just because the extension is good, but you'd rather stop your opponent than keep extending. The deck has enough of that with like all the different engines. Then we have 1 Money Dragon, 1 Kit, 1 Garura, 1 Draco Sepelia, and 1 Collider Heart. So all these fusions serve their own purpose. This one allows you to make Dweller. This one allows you to go for Curious and Chaotic Ruler. This is the main starter, allows you to mill. I shuffled this back a lot by using these 2 to make them and then put this back. Draco Sepelia is an interaction and another interaction. Usually you want to summon these on your turn, summon these on your opponent's turn. Or if you have the Solic play, summon this on your own turn as well. And then for the last bit, it's just going to be some links. It's going to be Elf, Needle Fiber, Dark, Curious, and Zeroboros. I do want to kind of play a second Elf, but there's just really no space, and once you combo them, usually they're dead, so it doesn't really come up too often. The Curious is insane. Zeroboros just helps outing like problem monsters. And
real quick, how big did your Zeroboros get? The biggest you got it?
I think I didn't make it a lot, but I made it specifically to out an Atkinson 6K boss monster, and it was 64.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's huge.
Actually 66. I double snowed and did that. And had 2 banished. And then after this, we're gonna go side deck. It's gonna be 3 Nib. I just felt like this was really good against like random rogue decks, as well as like just Tearlament if they're not putting up a negate. And then we have 3 Gamma. This is broken. This helps you against most matchups. Everyone uses a monster effect unless like Runic, Mystic Mine type vibes. But this also stops the Dweller, which is very important because people are standbying the Dweller so they don't get Dark Ruler. And then we have some back row removal and like back row hate. 1 Galaxy Cyclone sided in when you know you're playing against mine. Duster. It just has to remove all the cards that are in your way and the problem. This card was my tech for the day.
And how did you like it? Because that's pretty spicy.
Yeah, in theory it was good, but I never found the time to side it in. I wasn't playing against a lot of back row decks, therefore like the card didn't come up as much. Like if they split their board into monster negates and back row, it was like why would I side this to deal with half a board? But the idea is that you shattering a back row deck and then you just Cereborus them, bash your whole field, and you should win from there. And then the last side deck card was going to be the Eradicator. I didn't side this in as much as I thought I was. A lot of those spell decks just aren't up at the top tables, I feel like. Mine is pretty good, but I feel like it's stopped by a lot of the side decks and a lot of people are respecting it a lot more. I actually didn't see mine all day, so maybe I was just lucky, you know?
Hey, that's big, dude. Hey, honestly, shout out to you, Joe. You know, honestly, what you did today was awesome. I think, you know, just in general, being with you for as long as I've been, like, seeing how good you've gotten, it's crazy, dude. And like, you've always been cracked, but you deserve this win for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And shout out to you, dude.
Thank
honestly. You. And yeah, congrats.